Hello, just George here. Been a while. About 4 months to be exact. I planned on recording all summer, but some things happened and I don't really feel like explaining myself, so instead, we're playing this. This game is sad. Needless to say, there are some things in this game that are a little crazy. So this game is kind of extreme. But anyway, let us begin. We start with our playable character, Lee Everett. And let me tell you, I don't remember him being so fucking cool. Lee's been arrested for killing someone, specifically someone that slept with his wife. And on the way to the prison, the cop that is driving the patrol car hits a zombie and sets them off the road. A little later, Lee wakes up and realizes, well, something's not right. I mean, look at the cop.
Hey officer, are you all right?
A few seconds later, the cop has an itch only a 12 gauge can scratch, and Lee happily obliges.
Don't make me do this!
Off in the distance, Lee sees a girl who just witnessed the whole ordeal and calls for help.
Finish shooting!
And then she dips the fuck out of there, as any 10-year-old would do. Some walkers later, and Lee ends up in a backyard. Anyway, Lee enters the house and realizes that this house is a damn mess. I mean, look at this place. There's blood everywhere.
These people may need more help than I do.
Well, I guess let's check out this answering machine.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man. Like,
After the answering machine ends, a radio goes off. And it's a little girl. She's been hiding in the treehouse since the zombies appeared, so we can only imagine what she's been through for the past couple hours. Then out of nowhere, the babysitter turned zombie jumps Lee, and with a little help from Clementine, we take care of her.
Oh, nigga! My ears burn!
A little later, they decide to leave, only to be randomly shot at by a cop. Wouldn't be the first time for Lee, huh? Oof, tough crowd. They're looking for their friend, and I guess their friend heard them because he comes around the corner as a zombie. Anyway, they leave and go to Sean's farm, where they spend the night. And we try to be a good role model for Clementine.
Manure.
Manure? Like when a horse...
Just like that.
After spending the night in the barn, we wake up to see this guy,
I'm Kenny.
whose son is annoying as fuck. This farm is our first social space out of the many that are in the game. We interact with everyone we can so we can get an understanding of everyone's situation. Doing this grows relationship with some of the characters that unlock unique choices later in the game. Personally, this is what I loved about the game. It gave a purpose to actually explore and venture options, which makes some decisions later in the game surprisingly difficult. After speaking with everyone around the farm, Lee ends up speaking with Sean's dad, and he confronts Lee.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Sure.
Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt.
Until all of a sudden,
Go! I'll get my gun.
now who can see what's wrong here? How the fuck did these walkers get the jump on them? Not only that, but Duck ran over Sean's leg with the tractor, like a fucking idiot. Now I know what you're thinking,
Destroy the child.
but I didn't want to be on Kenny's bad side, so I just helped him out. And Sean doesn't exactly make it. Understandably, Sean's dad is upset and tells us to leave the farm.
Get the hell out! Okay. Get out! Get out!
We leave and head to Macon, but as soon as we get there, we're ambushed by walkers. But thankfully, we are saved by this group.
I like this. This is cute.
And this is Carly. Carly. We're taken inside the drugstore and confronted by this group of survivors. And let me say something for everyone who has played this game. Fuck this guy. This dude is such an asshole for no reason at all. Like, yeah, I get it. You're protecting your daughter. But how does arguing with someone solve that or help that? And remember when I said Lee's a badass? But when the old man assumes that Duck was bitten and threatens to kill him, Lee says this.
Don't touch that boy. Don't touch anybody. I've got a little girl I'm trying to protect in here too. You want to get violent, you old fuck? Well, come on! You better have a plan to kill me though, because it's me before anyone else in here!
After that, Clementine gets jumped by a zombie, but thankfully we help her out.
You okay?
Just great, thanks.
While this is happening, the military can be heard outside and stirs up the old man some more to the point where his heart starts acting up. So now Lily is pleading with us to help her pops get some medicine, but they're locked behind the pharmaceutical door. After that, we are in our second social space of the episode. In this space, we get to learn about this group. Carly is a reporter who ended up here after everything started. Doug is a nerd who's actually very intelligent with technology. Glenn, who you might recognize from the AMC show, where this is actually where he started before meeting with the rest of the group in Atlanta with Rick. Lily is an Air Force admin personnel at Warner Robins Air Force Base, and her dad is just an asshole.
Ah, fuck you.
Some exploring later, and we end up in this office. A little later, Glenn radios in. He's stuck at a motel with walkers all around him, trapping him. We go and get Glenn, and that's it. Nothing else happens. Nothing at all. After everything is said and done, we end up back at the drugstore, where Doug and Lee realize that the walker trapped under the light pole worked at the drugstore and possibly have the keys for the medicine.
Tom Holland. Man, what the fuck? Man, I don't want to talk to your bitch.
Lee gets the keys for the meds and is chased back inside by the walkers. Back inside, we unlock the door to the pharmacy and... Now every walker in the area is attracted by the alarm. Everyone scrambles to start getting the fuck out of there as the walkers are trying to get through. Now, look here. As Lee's gotta be holding at least 6 different zombies behind that door. So you know this motherfucker's strong. Clementine helps by getting a cage to barricade the door. Then, the big choice of the episode. Which wasn't really hard since Carly's a baddie. Like, I didn't even look at Doug, dude. Like, sorry, bro. On our way out, Larry decides to lay Lee out. Thankfully, since we built a friendly relationship with Kenny throughout the episode, he comes back and helps Lee. We end up back at the hotel, and then we speak to Glenn for one last time. Turns out he wants to go back to Atlanta to help his friends. I'm sure that'll work out perfectly for him. We thank Kenny for helping Lee through the drugstore, console Carly, and explain why we chose her instead of Doug. Sorry, Doug. Comfort Clementine, as the radio from the beginning was broke towards the end. Confront Larry for trying to kill Lee earlier, which turns out he knows why Lee was arrested and uses it as blackmail. The group decides to make the motel their new base camp, and that's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Still don't know how to end these, but happy Halloween, bye!